Hello, my menopause maidens, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the ATM channel, All Things Menopause, brought to you by Dr. Sonia Carruthers, your Miss Bald menopause specialist, sexologist, Black American lady doctor. Thank you guys for tuning in. And just a brief recap of what we talked about a few weeks ago. We talked about some definitions. I gave you the definition of menopause, meaning that you have to go a full 12 months with no menstrual cycle before you are menopausal. Talked about perimenopausal, the stage right before menopause, which is, it can last for years, number one, but that's when the periods start becoming, a little bit different. May get longer, may get shorter, may get heavier, may get lighter, may skip a few periods. And I also stressed that if you had done anything to permanently prevent you from getting pregnant, that is a very vulnerable time. So be careful, go on birth control, do something to prevent pregnancy because it can happen. It has happened. Then I also talked about premenopausal, meaning the period before the perimenopause. And so, definition menopause, those 12 months, once you go through those 12 months, you're menopausal. And after that, you're in a post-menopausal state. So a female going through menopause is actually a natural growth and developmental stage. And what's too bad about that is that a lot of healthcare providers don't acknowledge that as being a growth and developmental stage because we go through childhood, adolescence, we go through puberty, we go through childbearing stage. But once we're in the childbearing stage, we're having kids, people tend to forget about the fact that there is another stage in our lives that we go through, which is our menopausal stage. So that's why I'm making this channel, All Things Menopause, because I don't want this stage of our lives to be forgotten, because this should be, like I said, the stage where we're experiencing a great quality of life. So that was the first week. And then I came to you guys talking about the genital and urinary system during the second week. Talked about changes in the genital system that can cause pain during intercourse because of dryness, because of irritation. We talked about some remedies for that, to include using vaginal lubricants and using moisturizers. I don't think I told you guys that you can go to a healthcare provider, and if you're a candidate, you could actually also get a vaginal estrogen to help restore that tissue back to the state it was in before you got the menopause, before you got the dryness and pain and discomfort. We also talked about changes in the bladder, leakage that could happen during menopause. We talked about, in the healthcare field, we call it incontinence, and vaginal estrogen will help with incontinence as well. And so we're going to take a deep dive. Well, not a really deep dive. We're going to talk about other body changes. And this week, we're going to talk about body weight in general. Okay. Obesity, overweight, weight gain. Huge topic right now. Everybody well, not everybody, but a lot of individuals are wanting to lose a significant amount of weight. And we know that from research, weight gain disproportionately affects females, especially in this menopausal state of life, more than males. However, research has not concluded that menopause is the cause of weight gain. There are other factors that is involved. Now, does menopause play a role? For sure, it plays a role in it, but it's not the only cause. They're thinking that other things like our lifestyle changes may be a culprit, because we may become more sedentary than we were prior to reaching perimenopause, menopause transition. A lot of times during practice, patients would come to me and say, "Hey, Dr. Carruthers, I just need some help losing this weight. I am going to the gym on a regular basis. I'm eating healthy. I'm intermittent fasting. I'm doing mindful eating. I tried all these programs and my weight just won't move." I hear it all the time. Not uncommon. Confession here, I'm on a menopause weight loss journey myself. And if you follow me on Facebook or on Twitter or Instagram, you see that I've been walking practically every morning 3, 4 miles a day, sometimes lifting weights. And since Memorial Day, 3 pounds. I've lost 3 whole pounds. Now, I've also said to my walks, I'm not discouraged. And I'm not discouraged because you know what? I got some really tight muscles in my legs. I'm getting my bone strength built up. I'm getting my energy built up. I'm releasing a lot of endorphins. My work day goes splendid when I work out in the morning time. So I'm really proud of the fact that I'm working out still. Slow progress. I feel like the tortoise in the hare. I'm the tortoise, of course, because it's a slow process. But I do believe at the end of the day, I'm going to end up being a whole lot healthier and I will eventually reach my weight loss goal. Okay. So back to, the body weight and menopause. Like I said, lifestyle changes. And like I also just said, many females say I haven't changed much. Well, if we kind of think about it a little bit, I'm in the same arena as everybody else. When we were younger and working out, we saw more of a change or eating better. But that phase of our life in our, mid 30s, early 40s was a little different than in the menopausal phase when we were in our late 40s, in our early 50s. During that phase, if we had young children, we're busier with the children. We may have been working, but after work, we were running around with the kids, taking them here and there, taking to practice, walking back and forth from our car to these different events. So we expended a little more energy than we do now. So now, yeah, we go to the gym and work out, but a lot of times after work, those run around duties, we don't have those anymore. We come home. And the kids are older, they're taking care of themselves, they're driving themselves around. Everybody's busy. Our diet has changed somewhat. We're probably not cooking as much, maybe eat a little more fast food just because of our busy lifestyles. Okay, so the biggest complaint with the body changes for menopause is getting this weight in this mid abdominal area, and 10 out of 10 patients say, you know what, all my weight is coming right here in the middle. I didn't have this before. Well, that's what my weight is coming in too. But I've also have bat wings back here in the back. Arms are more loose. And so a lot more visceral fat. And in menopause itself, we don't have as much lean body mass. Some contributors to that because of menopause could be the signs and symptoms we experience during menopause. Like, for instance, if we're having night sweats and hot flashes, or mood change and fatigue, we're least likely to even want to work out. We're having night sweats at night, we're not sleeping well, and there is a ton of research that shows that you need to get an adequate amount of sleep at night in order to help lose weight. They're talking about 7 to 8 hours of sleep. But if you're menopausal, having menopausal symptoms, having night sweats, you're waking up once, twice, 3 times a night, drenched in sweat, kicking covers off, you're not getting a good night's sleep. If you're not getting a good night's sleep, then you're fatigued. You're tired the next day. And who wants to go to the gym and work out when they're tired? I don't. And when you're tired, you're more moody. So a lot more things play into that whole body weight changes during menopause. And so that's what we'll talk about a little bit more in detail over the next couple of days. If you have any questions, go ahead and submit those to me online in my email at askmissballmenopausedoctor@gmail.com. I'll be happy to answer your questions for you. So like I said, this week is body weight. Thank you guys for tuning into my YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, tell your friends about it. This is the All Things Menopause given to you guys so you understand this other developmental stage that we're going through so that we females can all experience a great quality of life as we make this journey together. Take care, guys. God bless you and have a great day. Bye bye.